Hi, I'm Iris Sokol of ErgoWell, and I am an ergonomic health and wellness consultant with over 35 years in the ergonomic and wellness industry. I am here with the Neutral Chair Company to share with you ergonomic tips to help make you more comfortable at your workstation and, more important, to help prevent unnecessary injuries from occurring. The Neutral Chair Company is dedicated to helping you with your ergonomic health and wellness. You can prevent muscular tension and aches and pains that build up during the day, as well as prevent injuries by making simple changes to your workstation and to your posture. I'm going to show you how to easily incorporate changes to your workstation setup, as well as how you can be more proactive about your ergonomic health. So I hope you'll join us for our ergonomic tips series, and let's get started. We have become a generation of slumpers. I don't even know if that's a word, but that's what I call it. We are slumping at our workstation during daily life and always when we're on our phones. I'm guilty as charged. We're always looking down, slumped over because no one's looking at their phone like this. Slumping posture does so many negative things to your body. So let's just start at the top and work our way down what it does when you're slumped. When you're slumped over and your head is out here, your head weighs 10 to 12 pounds, and you're putting 10 to 12 pounds of pressure on your cervical disc, just inviting them to bulge. When you're slumped over, your anterior deltoid muscles here, they're getting very tight. Your chest muscles are getting very tight. Your middle back muscles are overly stretched when you're in a slumped posture. They're supposed to be contracted to keep you upright. Working our way down, when you're in a slumped posture, you're putting pressure on your tailbone, which is putting pressure on your lumbar discs. And then one of the worst things when you're slumped is you cannot be connected to your core. Imagine this pen is your spine, and your back muscles are always contracted to keep you upright, but the opposing group, and our body works with all our muscles opposing each other. My bicep muscle allows me to bring my fist to my shoulders. My tricep allows me to do the reverse. Your abdominal muscles opposing your back muscles, they are not always contracted to keep us upright. You have your side muscles here that are slightly contracted, but your main rectus, those usually are not. And I'm gonna show you how to connect to your core and to make that part of your new normal. What I suggest is for 1 minute out of every hour, you consciously make an effort to connect to your core. Set a reminder somehow, set an alarm on your phone, on your computer, and for 1 full minute, you sit up connected to your core with beautiful posture, and then forget about it. And then over time, go from 1 minute to 3 minutes. You see where I'm going with this? When eventually you get to 15 minutes where you can sit with beautiful posture, using your core muscles properly, helping to take pressure off of your back muscles, this will become your new normal. And when you go to slump or cave, which gravity is pulling us this way, you'll self-correct and pull yourself up tall. So let's try this now, 1 minute. What I'd like you to do is sit to the edge of your seat, find your sit bones in the bottom of your buttocks, and now make a conscious effort to connect to your core. So take these side abdominal muscles, your intercostal muscles, your transverse, pull them into the midline like think of a seatbelt clicking in, and pull your main rectus in toward your spine. But keep your back in its natural curve. You don't want to be so upright that you're tensing in your back. You want to be in your natural curve in your back. Now, if you're doing this properly and you're connected to your core, you should have some space between the bottom of your rib and the top of your hip. So 1 minute, sit up nice and tall. And as I said earlier, give yourself as much time as you need. Maybe it takes you a month to gradually be able to sit up like this for 15 minutes. And once you get to 15 minutes, this will be your new normal. And you'll self-correct when you go back into a slumped posture. And look at what happens to the rest of your body when you're sitting connected to your core. You do what I call the zip up. Your body just zips up. Your chest opens, your shoulders press down, your earlobes align over your shoulders. Everything just goes into place. All right, that was a minute, so take a break. So 1 minute out of every hour, gradually get to 15 minutes, and then this will be your new normal. When this becomes just part of the way you're functioning, your back muscles are going to take so much less strain because the opposing group are doing their job. Another way that you can strengthen your core are doing abdominal contractions right at your workstation. You don't even have to leave your chair. So try these with me. What I'd like you to do is put your hands on your belly. Inhale as if it's a sponge filling with water. And now as you exhale, pull the belly deep into your back. Think of squeezing all the water out of the sponge. So let's try a couple of these. Inhale and let your belly relax, fill with air. Exhale through your mouth, pull the belly deep into your back till all the air is gone. Do that one more time, big breath in, belly muscles relax. Exhale, pull the belly deep into your back till all the air is gone. Now those help do two things. They build tone in your abdominal muscles, and it also helps build awareness of using those muscles throughout daily life. I hope you remember this saying of connect to your core. And you'll start to do it everywhere, while you're cooking, while you're in line, at a store. Another way that you can do abdominal work if you're sitting in a neutral Magic H chair is utilize the adaptive lumbar support that you have. Unlock it. And now do your same abdominal contractions of pulling in those belly muscles deep into your back and push against the adaptive lumbar support. So you see I'm moving, and what this is doing is like a built-in abdominal machine. So you want to exhale, pull the belly into your back, push against your lumbar support, inhale and release, and do as many repetitions as you're comfortable, but not so many that you're ever, this is the rule with exercise, do enough repetitions so you're feeling the muscles working, but not so many that you're starting to hurt or you're losing your form. So that's another exercise that you can do if you have a neutral Magic H chair. So it's so important for you to go through whatever chair that you're sitting in and adjust the chair as best as possible to make yourself comfortable. A lot of people will just make the adjustment of your seat height because you want your feet flat on the floor and your knees in line with your hips, but your chair might have other adjustments that will make you more comfortable, so take the time to go through the adjustments on your chair. You also want to make sure that you don't sit cross-legged, and I'm so guilty of this. One leg over the other feels great, but if you do this for hours on end, what starts to happen is you build an imbalance in your body. Look at this alignment. The leg on top, these muscles are lengthening, and the leg on the bottom, these are shortening. So over time, if I sat like this for hours on end every day, I'm starting to create an imbalance in my body. So try, if you're a leg crosser, and most people always cross the same leg, which I always cross my left leg over my right. Try to self-correct and cross at your ankle. Same thing goes if you tend to sit on your heel. I see a lot of people do this at their workstations because it feels good for maybe a little bit, but remember, with ergonomics, you're trying to prevent the injuries that can occur down the road from whatever you're doing with your body now that is not ideal. If you sit like this, you're not only overstretching the ligaments in the knee on the bottom, but look at the imbalance in my hip. Same thing. One leg is lengthening, one leg is shortening. Over time, that can create problems. Now, if you have low back problems, getting a footrest can help tremendously take pressure off your back. If you're in a neutral Magic H chair, you have a footrest at your disposal that you can put your legs up, helps relieve pressure on your back, or putting your feet on your footrest. Also, great change of position can also help take some pressure off of your back. Thank you so much for joining me in the Neutral Chair Company, and have a wonderful day.